Good morning, and I hope you've been well. And this is part 25 of the Night in the Woods Let's Play. So before we go on ahead and talk to Angus here, there's a few things that I want to do. One, I want to relook at the book again. Horror movies, trains. I don't remember if I looked at this one or not. Okay. I just want to see if we may have missed any new ones. So far they look like the ones we've seen before. Let's see. I think Bruce was always there. Alright, it seems mostly about the same, unless there's... Big skeleton thought this place is falling apart. That looks new. At least I think so. Okay. Maybe there are some new ones that I'm not noticing, but probably a couple. But anyways though, so I said I could take you up to the park. You did indeed. I'm so tired. You gonna be okay? Yeah, I'll be fine. You up for this park trip? Nah. Yeah. I'm excited. Are you? Yeah, we've never get to hang out. Ghost hunting with Angus. So you think the guy you saw was a ghost? Not a guy, a ghost. Right. See, I love how all of them in their own ways are it's not a ghost, but they're just gonna play along with it and help her. Why does no one believe me that it was a ghost? Well, I mean, ghosts don't actually exist. I'm pretty sure they do. Well, I need evidence. What counts? A ghost walking up and saying hello, and me saying, hey, I've verified you are a dead person. Could be a zombie or Frankenstein. Okay, maybe if they were made of ghosty stuff. Ghosty stuff can be our podcast about ghosts. This episode of Ghosty Stuff brought to you by Donut Wolf. Welcome to Ghosty Stuff. I'm May and I saw a ghost, and this is Angus who doesn't believe me. I'm Angus and this is May. She's a crazy person. I don't know, I think I brought it up before. I don't really personally believe in ghost. I more so believe in the potential of ghost, if that makes sense. It's kind of tricky because I don't know, I feel 99% of what's on TV shows or those one really badly staged reels or shorts on YouTube or even TikTok videos of trying to prove that kind of stuff. It's just all just it's just terrible. That's all I can honestly say about it. I don't know, but I do believe that it is potentially true, but it's just that 99% of it just seems and is very, very fake and very poorly done. I don't know. Because it's what's another point that I want to bring up? I brought this up so many times, and I want somebody to do this because I certainly don't have the money to do it. Go to one of the most haunted, insane asylums. What are some other ones? I don't know, like a jail, maybe a normal home or whatever. Whatever is in the top 5 most haunted areas, even one of those castles in Britain or whatever, or across the world. I don't care where you do it, just somewhere that it is highly active, well, quote unquote highly active. Go in there and hook up a bunch of solar panels and fill that thing up with batteries. If all these people claim that they take batteries, they take the energy from the camera batteries and electricity and all kind of stuff. charge up that building, make that thing 24/7, non-stop running on energy. Just I don't know how you would do it, but somebody could do it. And then put 24-hour, 7 days a week, you know, camera system in there and have it live stream for like an entire year. With that amount of like energy that you're putting into that home, and you can do other stuff with it too, but like whatever you do, like don't mess up with the energy, don't mess up with the battery, don't mess up the cameras or turn it off, and stuff like that. Leave it running for a year. I don't know, fill it up with like spirit boxes and all that kind of stuff. You would think something would happen. That's just my idea, but I don't think they would ever do that. Nice evening. Yeah, it's alright. My mom used to take us up here to play frisbee. I got hit in the teeth with a frisbee once, full speed. Jeez. Casey and me were throwing things at each other's head. Sorry. Isn't Casey, the one that disappeared? I think so. Oh? We stopped after the frisbee. I guess we'll follow Angus here. Well, real quick. I'm curious. Okay, nothing there. Had to try. Posted. Do not feed or touch the wildlife. Well, that seems extreme. Well, clearly. We'll go with the other one. Because it's like, I don't really agree that like it's extreme. I think most people should know that it's not really like safe like to do that kind of stuff, because like what is it, like those one people, I've seen some videos on it, if you're a Florida man, them like feeding, I don't know, like chicken or some sort of like meat, fish, whatever it is, to like alligators like near like the dock areas and stuff like that of like their homes. If you may like live behind like a much more like larger lake or body of water, like they start doing that, and then what it does is it's like, oh, why should I have to go and hunt when I can just go back here again and get free food? And then that kind of gets into a bad situation. Same thing with almost like any other like animal, like you can't really like mess up, their cycle of life is what I'll call it, and pretty much like mess it up for them, because like they gotta like do it on their own. You can't, I'm not saying like you can't like once in a while, I don't know, like throw a piece of bread to like birds or something like that, but or I don't know, like bird feed, whatever you want to give them, but it's like I don't know, I think people get the point. Well, clearly there's some folks living in cabins up here. You can feed and touch them if you want. It's a weird old place up here. There's all kinds of weird stuff back up in the park. Old stuff just hanging out in the woods. We'll hit my old scout camp on the way up, I think. Busy woods. Okay, better get going before it gets dark. Sounds like a plan. I gotta say, I do like the background and all of that. It's really pretty. I wonder, can you... No, you can't go up that large hill there. Don't really want to leave him behind. I don't know, I've always liked Angus. He's definitely more on the quiet side, very similar to me, but I like Angus. You alright? Yeah, I got asthma is all. Oof, that sucks a lot. Sorry, you gotta wait for me. Do you have an inhaler? Hold up, no, we're not doing the second one. Do you have an inhaler? Yeah, but I saved that for emergencies. Being slow isn't an emergency. What is this thing? This is like, looks like a chimney. Oh, a lime clin, I think. Clin. Oh, a furnace, I see. Gotcha. Like a furnace. Oh, furnace for what? Limestone. You like do something with it in there, and it becomes this other thing. Oh, limestone's weird because it's mostly made of skeletons of sea creatures from millions of years ago. So like, this was all underwater or something at one point. Whoa. No way. I mean, rocks don't lie. Like, right where we're standing, there were like ancient horrible sea monsters. Creepy and awesome. That's history. Okay, I'm ready to go. Well, real quick. Okay, so we can't go that way. Let's go on ahead and catch up with Angus over here. I gotta say, like, history and all of that is super cool with, like, dinosaurs and all that kind of stuff. It's really wacky how that all worked. Need to take a break? I'm okay, I'm okay. No problem. So if this place was underwater, where'd the water go? Why aren't there like ancient bones up here? I mean, it would be all under the ground though. And then of course the water going, that's just with time, climates changing and all that kind of stuff after like millions of years, so. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know, there might be, I guess, but not everything becomes a fossil. Why? I don't know, I'm not an expert on any of this. Well, to be fair, well, isn't there like a thing, like with fossils, like underwater, because of like the salt water and stuff like that, it breaks down the bones? Like over time? I might be just making that up, but I thought I seen something like that. And plus, don't some bones... No, I was about to say something stupid. I'm not gonna say that. No, I'm gonna say it. I thought that like bones can like turn into like coral, but then I realized coral is more so like a skeleton, kind of more than anything. It's not necessarily bones that turn into that, unless like bones might turn into like nutrients for them. And I guess like other life, I guess that probably is a thing though. I'm not super well educated with all of that. I know some stuff, but not a lot like I used to. But there were definitely ancient sharks around here. Weird because things are so boring nowadays. To think like all that crazy stuff was going on here. Now, like again, like I know like you could find like teeth of like ancient sharks, like whatchamacallit, Megalodon. There's one Duscolopsis, whatever the hell you pronounce that name. And all sorts of like other stuff, right? But I guess like I don't know if there actually are like fossils, like true fossils, not like replicas of them, but I'm sure there are of like maybe like the jaw and stuff like that. But I know sharks are mostly cartilage, right? So there isn't really like a lot of like skeleton of them. I don't know, I think I'm sounding pretty stupid. There's always more weird stuff that happened. To find out about that, I read that wrong. I'll find out about that later. Okay, I'm ready to go. Cool, cool. Whoops. There we go. Are you sure you're okay? Yeah. Sorry. Seriously, it's fine. Hang out for a minute. Okay. I should know all of this stuff about, like, ancient sea creature, rock, or whatever. Limestone. I was gonna take a class on dinosaurs back at school. What happened? It was all full up. The class fills up fast. Oh, gotcha. I bet. I love dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are like the most interesting animal. I don't know what I would consider the most interesting animal. Dinosaurs are interesting, but I don't know if I would put him at the most interesting. But then again, that's kind of like tricky because it's like every animal in its own way is interesting. We'll go with the first one. I love dinosaurs. Who doesn't? Things were so scary and cool back then, we'd die in like 5 minutes. Oh yeah, ancient creatures would eat us, no problem. Be glad for millions of years between us. Weird. Time, dude. Time makes most dangerous things less dangerous. Most things, at least. Okay, you ready to roll? Yeah, we're almost to the top. I kind of worry about Angus. I hope nothing bad happens with his asthma and all of that. I remember back then, well, let me wait before I say that. Well, that was a hike. That was a lot easier when I was 11. We passed, what, 3 gates on the way up here? I lost count. Weird, used to be open back then. Ready to go? Not far now, just up ahead. I guess we got some graves here. Graves, huh? Yeah, these were... I forgot. They were involved in the Possum Massacre. That, like, labor strike thing. Where it was like the miners versus National Guard. Happened back in town like 100 years ago. Why are they up here? I think these were some of the bad guys, and some of the miners didn't want them buried in town. Oh, huh. There's like a few old graveyards up here from like colonial times. I guess there's one up here somewhere too. Well, that's spooky. Just bones. Ancient shark bones. You see, nothing left to be scary. I don't know, like it's something that like I kind of like feel like bad for a lot of like the workers because it's like I don't know, because like they were most definitely just like, you know, mistreated and all of that, but sorry, the view's just really nice. Man, I gotta say, like the game's like art style, it really is like unique and different from like most. It's really pretty. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. Wow, we're up here really high and really far out. I can't see the town from here. It's south of us, behind whatever ridge that is. So, what are we just supposed to wait here and see if anything happens? You tell me, you're the expert. I guess we'll just wait here and see if anything happens. Nice night. Yeah. Back at school, I couldn't see as many stars. That always made me sad. Oh yeah, they were really nice up here. I wish I knew the constellations like you did. What? You know all of the names and stories and stuff. I wish. I can never remember them other than... I think the one up there is like a bell or something. No, 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 no. Remember that time we were all at the longest night bonfire and we spotted the constellations together and you told us all about them? That's not a thing that happened. Oh wow, maybe it was like a dream or something. God, I barely remember now. I wonder what fake constellations and stories you dreamed up. Okay, humor me. I'll find the constellation, you tell me about them. Okay then? Alright, find me some constellations. Wait, are these gonna be real ones or fake ones? Just ones I remember. Or dream that one time. Whichever. Remember Mr. Chaz a Cove, however you say that? Yeah, science teacher. He lives in the Underhill and has a telescope on his roof. and I totally saw some stars through it. That's cool. Telescopes are cool. Wish I had a telescope. Okay, let's see. Let's go with that one. No? Okay, not that one. Oh, I see. I assume it's a certain star that we gotta find. Man, I'm pressing. You know, man, you got a pretty long arm. What am I doing though? That's weird because it's like I'm. Is it enter? Space? What am I doing? I mean, I'm pressing. Oh, I see. Okay. Whoops. I see what it is. Whoops. Let me go. No, don't do that. I guess it doesn't go there? No. Maybe down. Let me do this. Okay. So not that one. This one? No? Okay. How about this? No. Okay. How about... not that one. Okay. There we go. It's a pope. He breathes fire. Oh, this one is real. Or at least the dude is. Rubello. There's a statue of him outside of church. Oh, we never went there. Did your family go to church? Do you not know your saints at all? I guess we'll go with the first one. Weddings and funerals and longest night, basically. I don't think those first two count. Those are like events. Mom works up at the church now. I haven't gone really since I was like 14 or 15. Does she mind? She pretends not to. Let's see. So I guess this... I don't know if it really plays out differently if you didn't do the thing with the telescope, but it kind of makes me glad that I did do that. Like do some stargazing with them. Okay, so that doesn't... Oh, I see. It's a cat. He's got arrows sticking out of him, and he's chasing a diamond. Oh, I know this one. I don't remember his name. He lived, you remember the stories about the forest god? Yeah. No. No, I believe we remember. My granddad used to tell me Adina stories. Oh, okay, yeah. Anyway, this cat was in there. Like, shiny things, was good at getting through the forest, was really good at stealing. Oh wow, yeah. I used to call him blank when I was little. Well then, he stole a diamond from a king and got arrowed to death, but he was slick enough that he jumped out of his body and became immortal or something. Actually, I don't think we've seen this one with the one guy up on the roof. I don't recognize this one here. Huh, decent. I don't know, I just kind of like thought about that. But then again, it might have been like a longer episode. Not, oh, a long episode from a long time ago is what I mean. Not like, I don't know, like a long episode, but yeah. Extremely decent. Okay. Let's try this here. Nope. Oops. Is this just a simple one? Okay, it seems to be. This I don't recognize, but I'm pretty sure it's a bell with a eye on it. Oh, she just said that there. Okay, that's a bell. And in the middle is this eye looking at you. Okay, that's I know this one a little from like prog rock album covers. I think the world ends when it rings. I think you die when it rings when it's looking at you. Let's go with the first one. That makes sense, it's gonna be really loud. There's no sound in space. I mean like basically no sound usually. That sounds really scary for some reasons. Well, at least it means we're not gonna get rung to death by a bell. For a moment. I think we got one more here. There we go. Now this one I don't recognize. It's a whale, and it's got like the world on its back. Oh well, I have to keep in mind they're making up some of these stories. Some of them are real, but I don't remember the bell or the whale. Or the other guy in the corner with the diamond. The one pope I do recognize. Oh wow, that's sad. Yeah. Why? We'll go with yeah. Kinda like a lot of responsibility. Did the whale consent to this? I think it just always was that way. Oof. You gotta wonder why people made these up. I mean like, these specifically. Who saw a whale and was like, need something to carry somewhere? I mean, whales are pretty big. They didn't know what the earth was. Yeah, but like, I don't assume everything I don't understand is as a whale. You could start. We're like way out here, huh? And the park? Yeah, I guess. Spooky. I don't know. It's pretty safe. And the stars are pretty. So, you don't believe in ghosts at all? Nah, don't believe in ghosts or gods, or psychic powers or anything like that. Not at all? I mean, there's no evidence for them, and people have really tried. Did you ever? Yeah, when I was a kid. Tell me about it. So, I don't know how much I've ever told you, or how much Greg has told you, but I didn't have the best childhood. Yeah, I think I heard that. Why was it bad? My dad didn't like me, and my mom didn't either, and like, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. No, it's fine. My dad used to hit me a lot, and my mom was probably worse. She like wouldn't feed me, which is why I really like cooking now. She'd like to shove me into the pantry and slam the door really hard, and all that stuff would fall on the shelves on top of me. Oh my god, Angus, I didn't know that at all. That's awful. She locked me in there for like a day at some times, or overnight, so I like to try to develop psychic powers so I could like signal the neighbors, or unlatch the door. Didn't work, as you might have guessed. Did you ever tell anybody? I never did. I don't know why. After a while, I like started feeling guilty for some reason. See, and that's something that like sucks with like so many different people that go through very similar circumstances, because like it's really heartbreaking to like hear that kind of news, that you were, you know, brought up in a family that, you know, was, you know, abusive mentally and physically towards you. And no, I'm just gonna say it. I hope if there is a hell out there, that you all rot in hell. To the people that do that kind of stuff to like your children, or, you know, wife, husband, all that kind of stuff. It's just evil. I don't like that kind of stuff. It's just bad. But I don't know. That aside though, it's just one of those things that over time it really sucks mentally, because like a lot of people, let's give an example, like an abusive relationship. Like a lot of it is like, I mean, like you hear the stories like, well, I stay because I'm scared, or I feel like I did something wrong. And I promise it never ever is that case. Get out, get help, leave the situation, do everything that you can to get on out of there. Now, of course, a lot of people, it's easier said than done. I understand that, but at the end of the day, I just stand firm. The moment that it starts, leave. Get out, do whatever you can, stay at a friend, stay at a family, break up, and just, you know, just get out. That's pretty much all that can really be done. And staying in that cycle for far too long is not gonna be any good for you. Get out as soon as it happens. Like, this was something bad I was doing. Like, being abused. Angus, that's not your fault at all. You were a kid. Oh, don't worry, I know that now. Boy, do I ever. Question, can I go kick all of their butts? Like, I've got experience, I can screw some stuff up. Well, my mom is kinda old now. I still have to visit her sometimes. I have a brother, he's overseas in the army, and my dad left like 10 years ago. So who knows where he is, or if he's even alive. If he is alive, I don't want to know about it. Angus, I just want to give you a hug forever. Well, I was luckier than a lot of kids. I'm just glad I didn't yeah. Anyway, to your original question. See, and it's something that I really love Angus a lot, you know, because it's really similar to like my kind of like mindset a little bit. Like I've always said it many times, it can always be worse. Like going through something that severe, but still having the mentality and to say, you know, it could have been worse. I don't know, I have a lot of respect for that kind of like mentality, because even though like it may be hard to create scenarios that are worse than what Angus did, but I'm sure there are worse situations out there, but it's still bad at the end of the day, and it just sucks. It sucks a lot, but unfortunately sometimes you just get yourselves into things that you have no control over. Sucks a lot. Testing out my psychic abilities in the pantry made me really interested in both paranormal stuff and science, and I joined a skeptic society on the internet, and that kinda ruined me on a lot of other supernatural bull crap, and it gave me something to solve, something you could debunk, you know, or I don't know, it saved me a little bit, I guess. It's like, excuse me, I guess it was kinda like a form of like escapism, however you say that word. Because when someone does all that stuff to you, it can like make you do some bad things to yourself, but anyway, yeah, no, ghost or god. So like, I feel like if I've been through that, I'd be more likely to want to believe in God or something. Do you believe in anything at all? See, and I understand where like May's like coming from, because like I feel like in a lot of those situations, it kind of like can like split into two paths. One, the more unfortunate route that you kind of like adopt what your parents have done and you become a crappy individual, and then the cycle continues. Or, you know, kind of like another path that it's like it only just makes you a better human and it makes you more caring, more loving, and more supportive to others because you never really had that at the beginning. Well, so like the constellations, I don't believe there's a whale out there, but I do believe that the stars exist and that people put the whale there. Like, I don't know, we're good at drawing lines through spaces between stars, like we're pattern finders and well, find patterns. And we like really put our hearts and minds into it, and even if we don't mean to, so I believe in a universe that doesn't care and people who do care. Pattern finders. I feel like a lot of people don't think they found God, but like God found them, like when they were having bad times like you did. God never did. I was completely alone in the pantry, but in a few years later, Greg did, so like, the stars can stay up there and not give a crap about us, but this whale is pretty cool. You're an extremely good and smart person, Angus. I try, but I'm no more than anyone else. Yep, yep. I should come out here more often. Yeah, don't look at him. Who? There's someone standing behind us. In the trees. Holy crap. Holy crap. What do they even look like? Tall, wearing some kind of weird coat, like a utility coat or something. Oh god. That's the ghost. I'm more worried about it being a living person, standing in the woods staring at us. Oh god, oh god. Well, don't panic. Follow my lead. Hey there. Out for a hike? Nice night. He's not answering. That's a little hostile, right? That's definitely a little hostile. Hey, I know what you did. May, no. I saw you. Okay, well, we're gonna run now. We need to get to the car. But your asthma, I got an inhaler. The good kind, too. No one in heaven or earth can stop me. Okay, 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 let's go. Deep breaths. In, out. Alright. Rawr. I guess he's not. He's gonna walk up, isn't he? He's not really gonna chase. No, he is gonna chase. Okay. Or maybe not. Maybe he's just running in another direction. Yeah, probably. I don't think he intended to chase after us. Or maybe he did. Oh, you okay, big guy? Yeah, I'll be okay in a few minutes. I'm resilient. So that was it. That was the ghost. Oh, it was some weirdo who lives out there. They probably got lots of kids throwing parties back there. I mean, the party we went to where you threw up, that wasn't too far from there. Why does Nob... Oof. I guess that's part of the headaches. Oof. May? What's wrong? Do you need to... Sorry, do you need me to pull on over? My head. Okay, well, let's get you home. No. Need to talk to everyone tonight. What? All of us. I need all of us. Oh hey, group meeting. Yay. Thanks for, like, coming. Again, we live here. Yeah, you're in my living room. I'll accept the thanks. So, like, do you have any idea on what's going on? There's a ghost that's in my head. There's a ghost following me. I have no idea. So, Here's the thing, there definitely is something going on with May, with everything that's like happened to her. And of course, there comes an issue when you kind of like bottle up everything. And I think she's kind of like getting to the point that it's kind of like spilling on out of the bottle with like the headaches and everything else that's going on in her mind, you know, like meeting God, um, the really bad nightmares that have been going on. So, yeah. I have no idea. There's a ghost following me. There's a ghost that's in my head. Um, hmm. I have no idea. There's a ghost following me. There's a ghost that's in my head. Hmm. There's a ghost in my head. I kind of want to go with the first or the third one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I have no idea. But there's a ghost, and it's after me. I know you guys don't believe me. Now, I will say this. I do believe in the potential that there is something, of course, like watching May and more so keeping an eye on her. I do believe that, but I don't believe that it's Ghost. I go back to, you know, like the stories that we read on the computer and learning a few things. It's most likely just that cult that's been going around, you know, going after certain individuals and whatnot. So, yeah. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole again because, like, I brought up my theory on that whole thing. So, yeah. I know you guys don't believe me. It's not that I don't believe that something's happening with you. I just don't know that it's a ghost. Yeah, dude. There are like 50 better explanations for all of this. Like what? See, again, a normal guy. Like again, like Angus brought it up before, you know, like deep breaths, don't worry about it. We'll get on out of here and most likely it's not a ghost. It's just some random guy checking up on the parties and stuff like that. Now, I think to some level, they are taking it seriously, but they're not going about it like, yep, it's a ghost. It's got to be the ghost of little Joe or whoever it is. Well, I know we kind of like already like debunked that with like, you know, ruining his coffin and all of that and seeing his skeleton. But like, I don't know. Like again, like they seem like really good friends. Like they're trying to be supportive and they have been supportive, but it's not Ghost. I don't believe it's Ghost. If it is a ghost, then I'm dead wrong. I'll take the L. I'm bad. I suck. I get all that. But like, I just don't think it's Ghost. And I think the three of them are right. But I kind of question if they. I do believe that they know that it is something serious, but I don't think they understand the gravity of it either. I will word it like that. But, anyways, you have like sudden stress migraines and you saw something that freaked you out and makes you stressed out. I get migraines. And May, you've gone through a lot of life changes recently, and I don't know, stress does weird things to people. Absolutely it does. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm going up into the woods. I know this thing is up there. See, this is the part that like gets me like aggravated with like May. I don't hate May as a character. I love May as a character. But again, like she's just not listening and it's so frustrating. They have literally all said something is going on. There is definitely a person, you know, following. There is an explanation for it. Even Greg himself. There are 50 better explanations than Ghost, but I believe you and I want to help you as a friend. There is something going on. It's just not Ghost. And I don't understand why May can't like understand that. And again, she could still believe that it's Ghost. That's fine. But at least, you know, she can be a little bit more understanding, you know, like, well, maybe you guys are right, but I still believe in that. But instead, it's like, you guys don't believe me. And that's not what they're saying at all. I know this thing is up there. I know what I saw. And if you don't believe me, that's fine. I'll go alone. You're really gonna hike up past the basketball court. It's late, dude. What do you all care? You don't believe me? Bro, I'm so sick and tired of this. They have non-stop loved and cared for you since like day one that you got back here. What is up with that? Angus didn't have to go and drive you up there and, spill his heart out to you with his past. B didn't have to, go out of her way to like the cemetery and all that kind of stuff for you. Greg didn't have to stay in the Snack Falcon and wave his little arms around and say, hey, dude, and get us all electrocuted and whatnot and build some weird contraption in the room. I know I haven't really hanged out with Greg as much as I wanted to, but anyways, where I'm like getting at is like all three of them in some sort of way, shape, and form have been nothing but supportive towards this. But it's like aggravating that like May is not like seeing that. And again, with her saying, you don't believe me. Again, nobody's saying that they don't believe you. Well, they don't believe the ghost, right? But they do at least believe that something is going on. They just don't think it's ghosts. It's just that simple. And maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe so. But like, I don't know. I'll go. Listen, I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in you. Ah, dude. So let's go find your ghost. I was fixing to say something like that, but you said it better. Oh, you guys see, and again, they are being loving, supporting friends, right? Like, they care about her, and that's what I love so much about the friend group. Like, they really do care about her. Ah, you guys. It's not even ghost hunting season. Yeah, it's Buck. We're outlaws. Thank you for believing in me. Mostly I don't want you wandering around up there, alone, at night. Close enough. Alright, let's hunt some ghosts. Haven't been on a night hike like in a long time. Gotta listen for owls. Why? Owls are cool. Yes, they are. God, I love owls. I don't know if I've ever said it, but I'll say it here. Owls are like my second favorite animal of all time. Alright, I got work in the morning. Let's go catch us a ghost. Okay, so it seemed to have saved there. So I think with... oh, here we go. No clues, but Angus saw him too. Thought Angus is psychic, but his hat blocks it. Alrighty. I think with that being said and done, that'll be it for today's episode since I saw the little save thing, and plus we're almost like 50 minutes in, so yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.